whole world teaches you, you just need more money. You need to marry the woman of your dreams. You need to buy the bigger house, and then you'll be happy. It doesn't teach you that you need something bigger. I had to go on this sort of personal journey. I had to think, why am I doing this? I'm Richard Clarke, and I show companies how to make their employees happier. When I left university, I went travelling for many years to try to be happy, to find the perfect life. I woke up one morning and I realised I need more in my life than just sun, sand, and a good time. In 2013, I had everything. I had a lovely family, I had a lovely house, I had a job that was paying well. I thought, I'd need a great team around me. And I got a great team, and that didn't make me happy. And then the list went on and on and on. It was when all these things, one after the other, they just weren't scratching that itch. They weren't fulfilling something, that I realised that there was something bigger that I needed to tackle. It was a very long journey. And I just kept asking myself, what energises me? What makes me happy? And once I kept asking those questions, it all came back to helping others. Okay, so grab a couple of pieces of paper each. And I just want you to write down a couple of moments in your working life when you really felt happy at work. What are the things that made you happy, do you think?
So on the first occasion, I used to work in consulting, so I definitely felt happy when I'd completed a big project.
My biggest point was being able to send out my first project into industry.
Cool.
And I mean, that was taking everything that you've learned at university, and it really gave you a sense of, yes, you've done it, you've really made it now.
And that positive feedback that you are getting from client, it really makes you happy that you have done something helpful that people can use in their daily life.
I think purpose is less about what you want to achieve, but it's understanding why you want to do this in the first place. And that is a lot of self-reflection. So, how can you find more purpose at work? What we're going to do now is we're going to create something called a purpose statement. I feel most purposeful, or I love it when you do something for someone and it's the impact. So give me a couple of examples. Without purpose, an admin assistant might say, I just schedule meetings and manage calendars. But when they've got purpose, an admin assistant might say, I keep the team running smoothly so that they can focus on their work.
I feel most purposeful when I create something or a solution for anyone who needs it. So whether that's a problem solved or just to make their life better.
I think you could pat yourself on the back there.
Very positive.
Yeah.
Mine's a little more selfish in the fact that
No, that's fine. That's absolutely fine.
I like it when I get a difficult or good challenge, because it forces me to think outside the box a bit more.
Because I went through the journey myself, trying to find my own purpose, I find it easier when I'm speaking to others to help them find what's important to them.
I just have too many ideas, too many goals, too many things, too many businesses, too much ADHD, way too much.
Okay.
But I want to get, an Emmy. I want to be, running like a coffee brand. Obviously, for people that have multiple purposes, they think they've got different skills and different callings. How do you unify that into one?
So I went through the same thing.
Yeah.
And it took me quite a long time to realise that there was one unifying thing.
Yeah.
And it might be getting an Emmy, but doing 20 things probably is not going to be the best.
No, exactly. and it's like jack of all trades, master of none, isn't it? So sometimes it's about trying to find that soul kind of goal.
The most common misconception about purpose at work is that it has to be something big, right? It has to be saving the planet, saving people's lives. Purpose doesn't need to be that big. It just needs to feel that what you're doing has more impact than just the little programming task, the answering phone that you're doing. My personal drivers are my family, They're the most important thing to me. And then making other people happy. If I can spend quality time with my family, that's going to make me happier, and that's going to roll over into work, where naturally my sort of base level of happiness will be higher. It's not really about having a purpose at work and having a purpose at home, but having a purpose in your life. But what's your purpose at the moment?
I haven't reached a part of my life where I know what the purpose is. The next thing is, let's go to university and find the purpose.
You want to find your own personal drivers. Just think about your work. When was the last time that you were really, really happy? Think about what energizes you at work. Is it having a good team around you? Is it achieving something? And then you can get real insight into what actually brings you happiness and what are your drivers. And then you can craft your job around those things.
Is it the responsibility of me to kind of change my job and my tasks and stuff, or the company to sort of think, how can we shift to match your purpose?
It's very difficult for the company to know what you want.
Yeah.
Well, it's impossible. They don't know what you want. They can guess, and they'll most likely get it wrong.
Yeah.
So it's almost up to you to work out what you want, see how you can adapt your job yourself. They won't be able to do it without your help.
Is there anything that I can do to be less disconnected from work?
Do you know what the values of the company are? Do you?
If I read the list.
You read the list. So connection at work is feeling that you're aligned with what the company wants to achieve. You need to feel that you're part of something going in a certain direction. Mm-hmm. And if you don't feel that, you just feel like you're just in the side, sort of treading water. So it's understanding where the company is going and whether you want to be part of that journey, and then working out how you can be part of that journey. You just do work and you get caught up in doing things and you forget about why you're doing it. And it usually happens every 6-9 months. I'll suddenly wake up in the morning and go, I've lost it. I've gone off track again. Now, running for me is a way of doing something but doing nothing. And I will reevaluate all of that so it refocuses on what really gives me value and will help other people. If you feel a little bit disconnected from work, if you feel that you don't have a purpose, there's just 2 things you need to do. And the first is the exercise of self-reflection. Find out what's important to you. The second step is to adapt what you do and how you do it at work to align with your values and your strengths. And then think how you can adapt your life, your job, whether you need to change jobs, to align with what's important to you. That's how, and it can be little things and it can be big things. It depends on you. When you help someone find their purpose and it suddenly clicks and they go, oh, that's what it is. It's wonderful. It's a really wonderful experience, because whereas before they were like meandering left and right trying to find which way to go. Now they suddenly have this vision, this future that they can see, that they can now go towards. And when they find this destination, it's very enlightening for them and for me as well. It's a lovely experience.